Hello and welcome to another Web Manager tutorial. In this one we're going to talk about the code element. This is the element which lets you paste code into your web page from an external source. Quite popular with applications from Google and other websites out there which are proving to be quite popular. So, to bring code into your page we need to click on this button here. And like any other element, it puts it in the top left of the page or of the container that you're working in. So if I make sure that's highlighted and then I click Properties, I have this option here in the Properties menu, Code. And this is just a blank text area where you can input the code from the source that's providing it. So I've already been to a website and I've got a bit of code that I'm going to try and put into this web page. So let's just get that code up. Okay, first bit was this part here. Control C, and if we come back to the web manager, oops, close the menu, there we go, and then whilst my cursor's in there I do Control V, and there you go, there's some code. I don't really know what it means, so I don't need to know what it means, I just know that it does the job. So let's click Apply, and now let's click Save. Now when I go to view the live site, I should be able to see whatever that code's going to do. So this is the live site, I opened it earlier. I'm just going to refresh it since I've saved it. Okay, so that's the code. This is basically a bit of code which tells us my IP address, where I am, the browser I'm using, and the operating system I'm using. And it's obviously they're crediting themselves there for providing me the code. Okay, so this might be an example of code you never want to use, but it still demonstrates how you would add code to your web page. I'm just going to try it again. So let's click on the code element button. Put guides on so make sure they don't overlap. Click Properties, click Code, and then we'll get the second bit of code that I found from the same website. Control C, come back in there, Control V, and now we click Apply. Click Save, and now we do a refresh. Okay, so this is just a counter. Obviously there's only myself that's looked at this web page so far, and it just tells me that I'm using Firefox. So it's pretty straightforward. Can't really get simpler than that. That's how you put code into your web page. It is worth remembering that some of the code that's out there isn't what we regard as safe, and some of it will be out of date, and so it won't necessarily mean that we'll always support the code provided by external sources. So if it doesn't work, the best thing to do is copy the code that you've got, put it in an email to me at lawrence@webwham.co.uk, and I can take it to one of the programmers so we can examine the code and we can check out why it wouldn't display on one of our web pages. But as I say, 9 times out of 10 it might be because it's not particularly good code. Having said that, we like to keep up to date, so if there's anything out there we don't support that we need to, then we obviously need to be aware of that. Okay, so I hope that's been informative. Please send me your feedback at lawrence@webwham.co.uk, and thanks for watching.